Okay, next thing we're going to do is set up tires for tubeless. I've never done it with a hand pump, but we're going to give it a shot today. I'll start with the rear wheel. I'm a big fan of the Purgatory's S-Works tires. They're a little thin wall, but they just grab really well. There is a rotation, they're unidirectionals. If you look on the tire, they'll tell you their rotation, the way you're supposed to install them. And so you just kind of have to really look. So right here tells you the rotation of the tire. This right here, the drive side is the right side. So in order to get that rotation correctly, put it on. I usually start with the bead one side first. Just get her on. Okay, one side's on. So now I just want to double check, make sure I have the tire in the correct rotation, and make sure I have it on right. So that's the correct rotation. So then I try to beat up the other side, and I want to start from the valve side first, just because I'm going to be pouring the sealant on the non-drive side. So I'll get as much as I can on there. Okay, once I got most of that on there, I'll go ahead and pour the sealant in, and they usually recommend 2 scoops, but usually on a tire like this, especially with a very thin wall, I'll put in maybe 3 or 4 scoops. Looks like 3 is going to be enough. And then sometimes I throw in a little glitter in there, and that just helps, hopefully helps. I read somewhere it helps seal up the holes a little better. So once I get the seal in, I'll roll the wheel over, and then I start working this bead on. And I'll use a tire lever to help me get that final bead on. Once I get that on, and what I do is I'll take a sponge with soapy water and just wrap around the edge. Okay, so okay, once I do that, I'll go ahead and try attempting to get that inflated. So I have the valve stem up. And looks like we got it heated up, guys. So I'll go up to 40 psi or until I start hearing, until I hear the beads pop into place. There you go. So it popped in place. Still popping. Go up to 40 psi. So I look around the tire, make sure it's all even and beaded up. Which it is. I'll just give it a little bit more. Okay. So that was about 35 psi. It's beaded up already. So what I do is I start with the valve on top. Okay, so it's beaded up. So I'll start with the valve on top and I'll start shaking it and work my way around. Okay, once I'm all the way around, I want to lay this wheel on its side for about 10 minutes on one side, and once it's 10 minutes done, I lay it on the other side flat for 10 minutes. So we'll just set this aside and get that done. Okay, same thing on the front. We know that the disc is normally on the left hand side for the front. So we want to make sure we place in the tire in the correct rotation.